Welcome back to a new video, everyone. Now today I'm predicting game week 1 Premier League games, so I will be going into a little bit in depth later on in the video on the Watford versus Aston Villa game, because of course Watford are my team. I'm previewing the Watford game, so don't miss that if you're a Watford or Aston Villa fan. But before that, I'll go into all the other results from across Friday, Saturday and Sunday. I'll go across all of them before I get into depth in the Watford Aston Villa game. But before we start, guys, please, if you're liking the content, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss more football content like this. And whether you're just a football fan, Premier League, Championship, if you're watching this, if you're a Watford or Aston Villa fan, especially this Saturday, I'm doing a match day vlog for Watford versus Aston Villa. I'll be sat in the Rookery end, which for those of you that know is behind the goal. It's where the loudest fans at Watford sit, really. You get the best atmosphere from all stands in that stand. I'm looking forward to it. Aston Villa have sold out their 2,300 capacity in the away end. I'm so looking forward to seeing an away end just full of fans. And usually, you know, an away end that's sold out doesn't mean it's going to be good atmosphere. But you know, Aston Villa coming in, their numbers are going to be extremely loud. They've got a great fan base, one of the best in the Premier League. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing that. Can't wait for the back and forth, hopefully, between the fans, between the players. Very, very big game for us. I can't wait. So yeah, watch out for a matchday live Premier League vlog this Saturday. But having said that, let's get into my predictions for game week 1 of the Premier League. Arsenal, I mean, I done my Premier League prediction on 8th. They look a little bit off on pre-season. I mean, I know they smashed us 4-1. And they beat Millwall 4-1 also, but they've also lost and drew to 2 Scottish teams. They then lost to Tottenham Hotspur in a friendly and not as a North London derby. I think they can take positives from the Chelsea game that they lost 2-1. Tough one to call, really. Usually a game like this, you know, it's the first time in the Premier League Brentford are playing. The fact their first game was a Friday night kickoff of the season for Arsenal was massive. Stadium will be sold out 100%. The place will be rocking. Do I see Brentford winning? Not really. It would be great to see the underdogs, of course, win. I can see a draw, though. I'm going to go Brentford 1, Arsenal 1. Haven't seen any of Brentford's pre-season, if I'm being completely honest. I've seen quite a few of Arsenal games. Yeah, I don't think they're sharp enough just yet. I think... Of course, I'm basing off pre-season, which is pretty bad. So I think we'll start off very well. I think Arsenal will have more possession in the first 25 to 30 minutes. I think Brentford will start to play their way into the game around the 35-minute mark. I think it'll probably be 0-0 around half-time. Maybe even 1-0 Arsenal, but I think it'll be 0-0 half-time. And I think both teams will come out with a goal in the second half. I'm going to call Ivan Toney for Brentford, and I'm going to call Nicolas Pepe for Arsenal. So moving on to Saturday's fixtures, 12:30. Big game, kick-off, 12:30, Manchester United versus Leeds. We all know the rivalry between these two teams. And, you know, it was their last season, but there was no fans. So there was hype behind it and build-up behind it, but it just wasn't really the same. Man United beat them, if I'm not mistaken, it was like 6-2 at Old Trafford. If I'm wrong, I don't know. Maybe I am. And I can't remember at Elland Road what the scoreline was. I can't remember who won that game, but I remember the Old Trafford game was quite crazy. I rate Leeds highly, but I also think Manchester United are going to do very well. I think Manchester United will edge this game by a little bit. I think they'll be the better team overall. Old Trafford sold out. Yeah, I think Manchester United 3, Leeds United 1. I'm going to call Patrick Bamford to make it 1-0 to Leeds. And then I'm going to call Paul Pogba goal, Edison Cavani goal, and Jadon Sancho debut goal. Why not? Why not? Let's give it to him. So moving on to Burnley. 3 o'clock kickoffs now. Burnley versus Brighton at Turf Moor. This game for me just would usually have 0-0 written all over it. You know what? I'm going 0-0. Yeah, 0-0. This game has 0-0. Yeah, 0-0. Yeah, that's what I'm going for. Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. I'll be shocked if this is not a Chelsea win, especially if I'm filming this on the Wednesday. This should be posted by the Thursday or the Friday afternoon. I'd be very shocked if Romelu Lukaku is not signed and announced by then. As of filming this, he's not been fully announced. There's rumours for him to, well, not really rumours. He's done his medical. We can all see it. He's done his medical. He's passed his medical, so it's just waiting for it to be fully announced. I'm going to go 3-1 Chelsea. I'm not going to say Lukaku to score because he's not really been signed yet. I'm going to go Mason Mount goal, a Jorginho penalty, Christian Pulisic off the bench and score 3-0, and then I think Wilfried Zaha will get a consolation goal. 3-1 Chelsea. So, Everton versus Southampton. It's got to be an Everton win, 100%. I'm not thinking... It's at Goodison Park. Can't imagine Southampton just lost Danny Ings. I do think they'll do okay this season, but for this game, I'm going to go 2-0 Everton. I'm going to go... Luca Digne free kick and Richarlison 2-0. Leicester versus Wolverhampton, King Power Stadium. Leicester will feel confident. You know, they've won the Community Shield. They beat Manchester City. Granted, of the team or not, they beat Manchester City. I'm going to go Leicester 2, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. I'm definitely going to go with Raul Jimenez goal for Wolverhampton. Leicester's got to be Jamie Vardy and James Maddison. They're going to be my 2 goal scorers for that game. I'm going to... Okay. Liverpool... Norwich v Liverpool, which is a 5:30 kickoff. It's a Liverpool win, 100%. I mean, if we're being real, it's a Liverpool win. 3-0 Liverpool. I'm going to go Salah, Mane... And I've just got a feeling there's a kind of game where maybe Jordan Henderson might score. I don't know. Yeah, we're going to do that. Newcastle versus West Ham. This is Sunday kickoff. I'm going for an Irons win. I'm going to go 2-0 West Ham. Don't think Newcastle will be good enough. I think Souček and Antonio to get West Ham's 2 goals. 2-0 West Ham. The big fixture that everyone's talking about. Tottenham, Man City. People keep saying, what team will Harry Kane score for? But by the looks of it, as of right now of recording, he will be staying at Tottenham. Talks of a 3-year deal. But again, guys, as I just said, it's all talk. There's nothing concrete. So no one knows yet. Let's say, for example, hypothetically, Kane does play for Spurs. Yeah, still Man City win, definitely. 3-1 Man City. I'll go for a Heung-min Son goal for Tottenham. Actually, you know what? No, I think... No. No. I'm going to go Dele Alli goal for Tottenham. Man City, I'm going to go for Gabriel Jesus, Kevin De Bruyne might not be playing, sorry. Gabriel Jesus, Riyad Mahrez goal, and John Stones, 3-1. Now here's my preview. This is for Watford versus Aston Villa. Watford are my team. I'm going to be previewing and going into a little bit more depth on that specific game. So, Watford versus Aston Villa. First of all, let's get into the team news. We don't have Nathaniel Chalobah, who for me was one of our best players towards the second half of last season. We don't have Will Hughes, because he's been demoted, because he didn't want to sign a new contract with us. No one really knows the deal with what's going on with that. By the looks of it, he's meant to be gone. There's not been a bid for him from anyone. There's not been talks of him going to a specific club. There was talks of Aston Villa and Newcastle. They both got shut down quickly. I don't know what's going on with Will Hughes. It's a big shame. Great player. Would happily have him start for us in the Premier League. I mean... I don't know if he'd be that consistent in the Premier League. I don't feel like he really was on the last 2 seasons we had in the Premier League. I'm not saying he was bad, by the way. I'm just saying I feel like he has been a little bit overhyped or overrated by a lot of Watford fans. Me personally, as a Watford fan, I think he's a great player. Definitely one of the best midfielders we have. 100%. I'm not taking anything away from Will Hughes. I do just think people either maybe not use the word overrated. I feel like Watford fans maybe expect a bit too much from Will Hughes, whereas I can kind of see, I've seen him on his good days and his bad days, and overall with what to expect, yeah, I don't expect him to be that consistent every week in the Premier League, because I've not really seen him do that. He was amazing in the Championship. For me, the way I'd describe Will Hughes is he's probably just about good enough for the Premier League, too good for the Championship, but maybe I don't know what it is. I really thought he was happy at Watford. Maybe he's not. I don't know. I'll get more into Will Hughes and stuff on a Watford related video later on. later on next week. But the team. There's Will Hughes, Nathaniel Chalobah. João Pedro is not going to be able to play by the looks of it. He's not done any preseason. He's been injured. He's meant to be out for the first 3 to 4 games, which is a downer on us. We could have really used João Pedro, not just for not just the way he plays. Our strikers all play very differently. We've got people like Troy Deeney who he loves fighting off defenders. He can hold the ball up well. He loves headering it on, flicking it on to the next runner. João Pedro is more of a at his feet kind of player, with using his pace at the defenders, which I think could have been really handy against Aston Villa. But from my reading for Aston Villa's team news, they're not going to have Ollie Watkins, Eddie Buendia, Sarson or Soros, I forgot. I already read his name today, but he's the midfielder. He's the centre mid for Aston Villa. Douglas Luiz is going to be out as well. So it's big news for Watford as well. I mean, there we was with our injury problems and our contract problems, and I really thought we're going to get turned over by this Villa team. When I heard our team news, and I thought Villa had all their players available, I thought we was going to lose 3-0. That was my original prediction, was like, well, it wasn't 3-0. I was going to say 2-1 Villa to be optimistic, but realistically I was thinking like along the lines of 2 or 3-0 to Aston Villa. But now I've heard their team news and our team news. I know we still have to worry about the likes of Danny Ings, Ashley Young. Ashley Young coming back to Aston Villa is a big thing. Look, first of all, I can't stress how big this game's going to be for Watford fans especially. I mean, there's just a little bit behind this game. There's not too much, but the boys will be fired up for this game. I mean, if Troy Deeney's starting already, there's a massive history between him and Villa. Him growing up in Birmingham, being a Birmingham City supporter, him always giving Villa fans stick every time he scores against them. Not to mention, Troy Deeney's goal scoring record against Aston Villa is fucking phenomenal. I mean, I want Troy to start because I really feel like he would actually score a couple of goals against Aston Villa. Whether it be from the penalty spot or open play, I think he could do both. Last time we played them at Vicarage Road, we won 3-0. He scored from the spot, he scored from open play as well. So his goal scoring, and then away from home, even though we lost 2-1 in the 95th minute, the only person to score from that goal from Watford was Troy Deeney. We scored 4 goals against Aston Villa last time, and Troy Deeney scored 3 of them in that season. So he's fired up every time we play them. From what I can remember, first Premier League season, we played them twice. He scored 3 goals overall. They got relegated, and then the next time we played them was probably when I just mentioned. So, Troy's goal scoring record against Villa is very, very good, and I would love for him to play the game just because I know it's his kind of game that he'd be fired up for. I'm not saying he's not fired up for any other game, but this is a game for Troy Deeney, and I fancy him up front 100%. I would 100% start Troy Deeney for this game. It's a fired up game. I think the Watford fans, I'm really interested to see what reception Ashley Young will get. I'm really interested to see how Deeney plays in terms of how fired up he is. He looks great pre-season. Troy Deeney has been probably joint, if not the star player of Watford's pre-season for me. I think Troy Deeney and Cucho Hernandez have been unbelievable in our pre-season. Cucho Hernandez, don't get me wrong, hasn't scored. He scored 1 goal, but that wasn't in front of the fans. That was behind the doors game. He hasn't scored as many goals as I wanted to see him score in pre-season, but he's still, his play, his movement off the ball, his runs, his pace with the ball at his feet. He tried 2 bicycle kicks in a row against fucking West Brom. This guy he looks very sharp and fit. Troy Deeney, he said in many interviews he's lost a bit of weight. In pre-season he looks very sharp. I've never seen, I've seen it a couple of times, but Troy Deeney is making some very good, very long runs and sprints with or without the ball. And we do see that with Troy, but usually he's not known for his running and his pace. But I'll tell you what, pre-season he's looking like he can probably catch a couple of people this year. So looking forward to that. But here will be my lineup for Watford if I could choose the lineup. Now, goalkeeper, I'd go 4-3-3 formation attack definitely against Aston Villa. 100%. You've got to get straight at them. Goalkeeper, I'd put Daniel Bachmann, but to be honest, I'd be more than happy for Ben Foster to be in goal. I think overall Ben Foster is the better goalkeeper, just purely because of experience, and he's less likely to make a mistake, mainly going on experience, I think. So yeah, Daniel Bachmann in goal, but Ben Foster, if he's in goal, I'll be happy with that. Plus, we get we'd see a great Cycling GK video with 20,000 fans, so that'd be brilliant. I'd go left back Adam Messina. Now, a few Watford fans, if any are watching this, would say would probably play Danny Rose. For me, Danny Rose doesn't look anywhere near good enough pre-season. In terms of fitness, I'm not talking ability of football. We all know the ability Danny Rose has in football. But no, He doesn't look fit enough for me. Gave away a stupid penalty against Arsenal as well. Pre-season or not, stupid foul to make. Reckless and needless, and it was just, if that was a Premier League game, I'd be fuming. I was actually a little bit mad on the game, I'm not going to lie. I mean, I was watching it and I was just a little bit like, why are you doing that? So, nothing against Danny Rose. I do believe once he's fully fit, he would definitely be our main starter at left back. But for me, no competitive football for over a year. It's going to take some time getting back fit for that, for the pace of the Premier League. So, Danny Rose on the bench for me, Adam Messina at left back. And now left centre back, I would play Christian Kabasele. I think he is very solid. Yeah, you know what, he's just, the way I'd put it, 4 years Premier League experience with us, knows the pace of it, solid defender, very, very, very in the striker's face. I like it a lot. He's not afraid to slide in and time it very well. He's just not afraid for a good challenge. I love it. I love Cabra. I think he's a solid Belgium centre-back, and I rate him a lot, and I hope he does start for us. So I'd have him at left centre-back. Right centre-back. Oh, wait, would I have him at left centre-back or right centre-back? I'd probably have him at right centre-back. It's difficult with... Yeah, okay, you know what? It doesn't... Look, my two centre-backs would be Christian Kabasele and Francisco Sierralta. Solid defender. I don't think many, if any, Premier League fans would really know or have heard of this guy. But he is solid. He is definitely, in my opinion, the main reason we only conceded 30 or 32 goals. No, 30 goals all season in the Championship. He's definitely the main reason. Very, very good season. If it wasn't for Ismaila Sarr's goal scoring, he probably would have got my player of the season. He got Watford's third player of the season. He got or did he get second? He got third or second player of the season for Watford. So, can't wait. He's solid. He's from Chile. And I can't wait for the Premier League to see him. I do think he will have a solid season in the Premier League. Having said that, he's still young. I think he could maybe have a couple of mistakes in him that he will learn from. The reason I've chosen him over Troost-Ekong is simply because Troost-Ekong is a solid centre-back, but he does not control the ball that well out the back. Oh, no, sorry, that's a wrong way to use it. He does. I don't personally trust him on the ball. I feel like in possession, he's very sloppy. He's given away the ball I'm not even joking, like 90% of the games I've seen him play, which is every Watford game he's played, he's actually given the ball away in defence. Thankfully, only like one of them has ever led to a goal, so it's not that bad of a ratio. But you can't be doing that in the Premier League. It's a goal. If you give that ball away to the likes of Aubameyang or a Grealish, Raheem Sterling or Jadon Sancho, or you know, just all these mad wingers and strikers, or Kevin De Bruyne who can bang it from 30 yards, it's a goal. It's gone. We're 1-0 down, we're 2-0 down, we're 5-0 down. It doesn't matter. You make that mistake in defence in the Premier League, you're going to be hurt by it. So I wouldn't play him in centre back. Right back, Kiko Femenia, no doubt about it. Feel like he's massively improved his defensive game. He had a lot of, not hate, but he had a lot of people just, you know, he's good at getting forward and not that great at defendingly. I agreed with that at first. I think at the moment, I think he could do a job defensively in the Premier League and attacking in the Premier League. I think his and Ismaila Sarr's link-up is amazing. Keep it that way. They're both very quick as well. So, that's my back four. My midfield three. Now, this is difficult. With Chalobah and Hughes not being in the squad, I definitely wouldn't be playing Dan Gosling for the likes of Aston Villa. So, people may be surprised by this three that I'm going to do for Watford. I'm going to go... I play Etebo on the left. Etebo on the left. Loser in the middle. Domingos Quina on the right. Now, I know Domingos Quina hasn't played in front of the fans in pre-season, but a few more fans that look up on all of our pre-season, whether it's behind closed doors or not, they'll see he's been getting minutes in pre-season. He's been training with the full team, the first team. He's been playing with the first team, and I think he gives us something different. I love him. He's one of my favourite Watford players, Domingos Quina. I want him to start. I hope he can get a chance to start. If it wasn't for injury and contract problems, of course, I probably wouldn't have chosen him to start against Aston Villa. I rate him a lot, and I do believe if he can kick on this season, I think he can be a starting player for Watford. Having said that, I do want to give also a mention to Tomdele Bashiru. I think with fitness coming back and good form, I think he could definitely, potentially, whether this be this year or next year, I think he could be a starter in the midfield for us. We got him from Manchester City 2 seasons ago. He got a bad injury in our 4th game of the season against Reading last season. He's not played since, but he was looking the first 3 3 to 4 games before he got injured. Looking unbelievable for a youngster midfielder. So, yeah, I would have him hopefully in the next couple of years. So, top 3, going to be fairly easy here. Right side is Matt Lasar, of course. Rapid, going to get straight at Aston Villa. Can't wait for that. Middle, Troy Deeney. Fired up for the game. Already gone into that. 100% should be up for the game. I think it'll be one of his best first game of the season performances he's had. Left side, I would go Cucho Hernandez due to João Pedro not being injured. Also, it gives him a chance to get a real feel of the pace of the Barclays Premier League. So that would be my starting lineup, 4-3-3 formation with Watford FC against Aston Villa. Now my scoreline. I thought there was going to be goals in this game. I really, at first, you know, before all the injury stuff, I thought maybe 3-2 Watford, maybe 3-2 Villa. I had 3-2 in my head. Then I saw the things, I thought 2-3-0 Villa. Now I see the teams again, I'm kind of thinking, I think we might, you know what, as a Watford fan, I'll definitely take a draw from this game. I'm going to predict Watford 2, Aston Villa 2. Aston Villa, I'm going to predict Ashley Young scores a goal. I know it's just going to happen. And Ashley Young's going to score. And I can't think, and John McGinn. Yeah, John McGinn. And for Watford, Troy Deeney's getting a goal. And I'm hoping Cucho Hernandez will get a goal on his full debut for Watford FC. So that is my Premier League predictions for Game Week 1, guys. Like and subscribe if you like this content. Thank you for watching. I'll be back soon.